Hey, what's happening everybody? Rod J here. Thanks for swinging by to check out another video. Just basically throwing a rundown up here on how everything went yesterday. We had our Cincinnati Winter Beerfest. We do it once a year in February inside the Duke Energy Center, and then we do it again in September out on Fountain Square, which is an outside event. But real good time yesterday. I always tell people if you get a chance to go to a beer festival, it's a great chance to go out and really experience a lot of the beers. I was actually volunteering, so I was pouring beers for the Rogue table actually yesterday. And the good thing about this beer fest is that we can drink while we pour beer, so that makes it very nice. Got a chance to get around and see some of the other beers. Got a chance to catch up with some of the guys from the industry. Caught up with Lagunitas for a little bit. Going to be hopefully setting some stuff up with them that you'll see on the channel here. Caught up with founders, same along those lines. Everybody got a chance to talk to a lot of the beer guys, which was freaking awesome. So a lot of good stuff that happened there. As I mentioned, I was at the Rogue table. We were next to the Samuel Adams table. They had a couple specialized type beers they had for down here in Cincinnati. But all in all, a great time. I put up a couple videos that you may have seen on the channel already from some of the stuff happening and people coming around. But as far as some of the beers, we had over 500 beers there. So hard to really try all of them, although some of them, or a good amount, I've probably had in the past, and tried to find some of the ones I have not had before. But when you're volunteering, it makes it a little more difficult because you actually have to stay focused so you can pour your beers for the people that come to your booth. But just a little bit of a rundown of some of the ones I did get to try. Shiner Cream Ale, pretty decent beer. I'm not a huge cream ale person, but that one actually came across as being pretty decent. The Dark Horse Brewing, their Plead the Fifth Imperial Stout, a very nice stout. Has some great chocolate flavor to it, some great malt action on that one. Then there was Arbor Brewing, and they had their Buzzsaw American IPA, which was actually a really decent one. Would definitely recommend checking that out. Nice crisp refreshness to that one. I tried one from another brewery I had not heard of before, Windridge, and they had a chocolate vanilla imperial porter, which actually provided some decent flavor. 50 West Brewing here in Cincinnati. They actually had their Doom Pedal there as well, which is a wit beer. Nice crisp one on that one. I've had that one previously, but always nice to have for a refreshing break in between beers. The Uintall Detour Double IPA, a nice double IPA from them out of Salt Lake City, Utah. Definitely one to check out if you can. And then I had the Claw. And I've had their Neon Gypsy before, but they brought their Blood Orange here, which was actually a pretty good beer. Nice flavor came through in that one. Nice crispness on that one as well. Not too much of overkill with the orange in there. Finally got a chance to catch up with Guinness and had their Antwerpen Stout. Nice one in that regard. Definitely one I would recommend if you happen to see that around with the Guinness beers. Definitely pick that up. I tried to find out about the West Indies Porter. Apparently that one is only pretty much available now if you catch one in the variety packs, but that's one that I definitely want to try at some point. Samuel Adams, little bit of a surprise there. They had one called a Mesquite Barbecue, and it was a brown ale. Had a pretty decent smokiness with it. Didn't do much more than that, but you did get the sense of kind of that barbecue flavor as you enjoyed that one. It was okay. You can sit back, kind of relax with it. I didn't have any barbecue there with it, but obviously I think that might pair up nicely. Listerman Brewing, one of the local ones here in Cincinnati, they had one called Lemon Pound Cake, a blonde ale, and I kid you not, when you smell the aroma on that, it was dead on lemon pound cake. Little thin on the texture, but overall a decent quality beer. Samuel Adams had the 513 beer, which 513 is the area code for Cincinnati, Hamilton County, in this part of the state down here. So it was a custom amber ale. That one got a lot of attention, but it's only being given out here in Cincinnati, it seems. And it may have only been for the special event, but a very decent beer. We actually have one of their breweries here in Cincinnati, so that's probably why they wanted to make something a little more custom. But I also got a chance to try their Rebel Juiced IPA. Along the lines of kind of that New England style IPA, but it didn't really knock me back too much on that one. It was one that I wanted to experience, but for some of the other juicier IPAs I've had, it's not fully there. But if you've had it, let me know what you think. But nothing wrong with giving it a shot. Rogue, their 6-hop IPA was one of the ones that I was actually serving, and that was really a great IPA with the different hops they had involved there. Would definitely recommend you checking that one out. Samuel Adams, another one they had was a chai IPA, which is actually a little bit different. but you did get a nice sense of the chai. It did come through very nicely. A lot of people really like that one. If you like to drink a lot of things like chai, like a Starbucks, all that kind of stuff, I think you would definitely enjoy that one if you happen to see it out there. The big one I had that probably knocked me back or surprised me the most was really the Lagunitas Westified. Their Imperial Coffee Stout. Off the hook. Nice one. 12.2% ABV. Very smooth, very comfortable. Can get you in trouble pretty quickly if you're not paying attention to it, because it is that smooth of an Imperial Coffee Stout. Little Fish, another local brewery just north of us here in Cincinnati. They actually had one that was a double IPA called Essential Oils. That one was a very nice one too. And I got a chance to experience the Victory Sour Monkey, where they took the Golden Monkey and basically put in the sours, and that one was actually a really decent beer too. There were a couple other ones I've actually had. A couple friends that had worked in some other booths brought me a couple. I forgot which ones they brought me, but I did taste them and they were good. So it's funny, you go through all these different beers. It's hard to get all these different type of ones there just because you're so busy and there's so many of them. But you go in there and you try to find ones you haven't had before if you're looking to get that experience, or if you have some favorites, you can go try them out as well. We ended up capping off the night, me and 3 of my buddies, by going to one of our local burger places, and the nightcap was actually Le Fin de Monde, which is a great Belgian triple from Unibrew. So by the end of the night, I was ready to relax. But a great time overall. Cincinnati Winter Beer Fest. Like I said, if you see some more beer festivals out around where you're at, go check them out. Great time to meet people from the breweries, to talk with them about the beers and enjoy some great beer. We'll have another one coming up here, like I said, in September. But before that, we'll have a Bach Festival. We have Oktoberfest, which Cincinnati has the biggest Oktoberfest outside of Munich. And we have a few other beer stuff, not to mention even Beer Week that'll be in May. So I'll keep trying to bring you some of that stuff happening at some of these places, and hopefully you're out there still enjoying some good beer. But thanks for swinging by. Check out another video, and I look forward to talking to you soon. Cheers.